Welcome to BFreeRV and our working Wednesdays. So the other day I came out and I was getting in my garage and I noticed on my ladder that these screws had broken. Now I love my Grand Design, but I don't know why they didn't use stainless steel screws on the outside of these rigs. I'm not complaining, you know, she's a 2018, she was built in 2017, so these screws are 5 years old. But if they'd done stainless, I don't think this would have happened. So what I have to do now, according to Grand Design, they said, see if we can get the screw out, put in a larger screw. So I picked up an extraction tool. I'm going to see if I can drill this and get these screws out first. Then I picked up some, assuming these are 8s, it kind of looks like an 8. I picked up some 10x1s, so they said go larger diameter, no longer than what the existing ones were, and I'm assuming the existing ones are 1 inch long. So let's see if we can extract these things.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do.
So I'm thinking the best way to attack this is to remove these screws. I didn't realize I wasn't thinking that would fall right out of the way, but it makes sense that it would. See if we can drill those. So I just picked up a 5/64 extraction kit at the local hardware store. See if we can drill into these. Let's see if we can just tap these to get a hole started. I don't think that's even touching it. See if that worked for us. I'm afraid I'm going to slip right around the damn thing. Yeah, I see him just slipping off of it into the fiberglass around it. I'm going to try a smaller drill bit. It's going to have that head stick out a little bit so it doesn't break. That's what I thought it was going to do. Too little, put a little pressure on that metal bit, it just breaks. I think we're going to have to change the game plan. I don't think the extracting those is going to work for me. So our next option is going to be to drill those out completely and just put bolts through. Like I said, Grand Design recommends using a screw and just going to a larger size. But I don't know how else I can extract those. Could probably take a bit and try to drill it out completely, but as you saw, I was already slipping off the head and making a bigger hole. So I don't make too big of a hole. Let's try that real quick. Let's try one more drill bit the same size as these screws and see if I can just bore it out of the way. Alright, so I grabbed a drill that's just one size smaller than these screws. Oh, it'll work better, huh? That's not really working. It's putting a hole right next to it. I guess is an option. Just to one right here. I'm going to try a drill bit that's bigger than the existing head. I have that same problem. I just can't stay on top of that broken screw. What if we just go in next to it? So I got thinking about this last night. Instead of using the bigger 12 screws I bought, I have a smaller 8 chromate screw. So I'm thinking if I put that in, that might go next to the existing screw, or I can't get that out. It won't make a bigger hole. So let's give that a shot. I'm just going to use a hand driver. It is going. I don't think that puts me off on the other side. I think I might have to grab the cordless. So that does work. That is the only one I had, so I'm going to throw it at the hardware store and see if I can pick up another package of those. If that goes in, hopefully we can do the same at the bottom. And that'll just solve this whole problem real quick. Let's run up the store and see if we can get some more chromiums. I'm going to try the 12s on the other side and see what happens. Yeah, that 12 goes in very nicely. So if we look up here, you can see these are going out a little bit too, and busting up the fiberglass on the outside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace these screws here too. See, both sides are doing the same. You can see this is up the top of the ladder. Doing it over here too. So I had an RV tech tell me that it's common for these top ones and bottom ones in this type of ladder to pull out. So let's go ahead and just get this done. These are all rusting out too. One out, one in. And that's why it's a GoPro. It took that fall. No problem at all. Alright, the screws have had time to dry, so let's try putting another screw in here. See if we can offset this one like we did the other one. Look at that. Oh, that one stripped a little bit. I think it's there. Grab the last big one for there. Put this last one in here. To make a long story short, as you saw, I wasn't able to tap those screws to get those back out, so we ended up just putting a number 10 screw in next to the existing screw, the screw that had broken, and I replaced all the other screws with number 12s. So I would say if you end up having to do this to your ladder, when the screws rust out and break, don't bother trying to tap them, just get in next to them and go to a larger size as Grand Design suggested. So as always, I hope these videos help as we go through our trials and tribulations with our trailer. Again, I wouldn't trade my Grand Design for anything. I love this thing. I just wish they had put aluminum screws all around the outside from the get-go. I've already replaced some couple screws in my slides, and it looks like I've found others that the heads have, same as this, rusted off of and just broke, so I've got to put screws in next to those. We'll save that for possibly another video. So again, I hope these videos help, and as always, we hope to see you on the road.